And then early lactation, their demands go even more. Here, the limiting factor is, well, it's both energy and protein, like carbs and protein, but, come here. Hi. But protein here is even more important than sugars versus late gestation sugars. Gestation sugars are a little more important to prevent ketosis. So in early lactation, you want to go up to a 15% crude protein ration. Again, that can be grain or grain-free, whatever the case may be. You know, the milk takes like 5-6%, I think, of protein alone to make, and then there's a total energy demand of 35%-ish more than even late gestation, which already needed 30% more than other stages of life. So if you're only going to feed grain once, like a good grain ration, I would do it in early lactation. Especially more important if you have dairy animals. And this goes for dairy cows, dairy sheep, dairy whatever. Unless they are genetically bred generation after generation after generation to thrive on grass. And your grass is good. Not just like fescue or like you actually plant annuals and test your grass and all that stuff. And you have a good pasture. Like, yeah, so that's a whole other like debate, and I'm sure people do fine. The people who like are like, oh, I'm full grass fed, and they have a cow for 2-3 years. When they hit 4 or 5 years, they start seeing problems. Like, we're talking about longevity here, and again, this is assuming that they're not actually meeting those metabolic demands, right? If you're meeting everything, your cow is thriving. You know, you have a 10-year-old cow that's been on grass forever. Most likely, your pasture is amazing. You do the work to your pasture. You plant your annuals. You rotate properly, and the genetics of that animal, again, we're talking more dairy here, is made for that, whether cow, goat, sheep. So, yeah, so late gestation or early lactation, very, very high metabolic demands.